What's up everyone? Today I will paint some steel chips. Before I get to that though, I need to address these tactical markings, because they still look quite spotless and it's driving me crazy, man! I'm gonna use the Soviet 6K mixture from episode 2. This one is made from live color paints, remember? At first I wanted to paint the chips the usual way, but then I realized I know a more efficient technique. So instead I smeared the paint all over the numbers without a single care in the world. No, I'm not joking. After it dried, I used a toothpick to chip the paint away. You didn't see that coming now, did you? This is an interesting alternative technique which I used a few times in the past. It allows you to make pretty good chips even if you're not confident or experienced. Then I added some more light green chips near them. And just as I did in the last episode, some oil paint speckling finished the job. Now the markings don't look so out of place, and that means I can start with the steel chips. This is the stuff I will use, and listen closely now, because I'm going to tell you my ultimate chipping mixture, tried and tested over the years. 5 drops black, 2 drops deck tan, 3 drops retarder, 1 drop tap water. The result will be a dark grey steel color with excellent consistency for brush painting. Let's begin, shall we? Just like before, I started around the main hatches. All I need to do is to fill the previously painted green chips. That's why I find this step much easier and more relaxing, because the layout is already there, you just need to follow it. Note how the light green chips create a thin outline around them. This adds more visual depth to the entire effect. Also note how the dark grey color makes the gap between the hatch and the hull look deeper. Filling the horizontal scratches can be a bit tricky, but all you need is small amount of paint in your brush and confidence in your hand. Because this tank doesn't have many edges, I spend most of the time filling small flakes on the ball's surface. I didn't fill the small green chips on the brown parts, except the larger ones. This way they'll remain more visible. I find this step very relaxing. It's one of the no-brainer type of techniques, because like I said, you're just following the map you laid out before with the light chips. I like to listen to scary stories on YouTube during this step. Actually, I listen to those all the time when I'm modeling. Ah yes, the famous fuel tank cover. I kept this part for later, because I was looking forward to it so much. I personally love painting large chipped areas with brush, because I have much more control over their shape compared to the hairspray technique. Painting chips by hand gives you tons of practice and confidence, which will result in steady hand. You will also learn how to subconsciously paint random shapes. The key is not their quantity, but quality. If you can keep your chips small and in scale, you'll get away with overdoing their amount. You should be able to see only a few large chips when observing the model from normal viewing distance. The small ones should become visible only when you lean closer. I think that does it for today. The model is now ready for some light rust tones, which will finish the chipping process. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you mates in the next one.